guys, Xbox here. Check it out. What am I doing? I'm playing a little Diablo 3. And, you know, I've been doing something just a little bit different than I've been doing before. I've been really trying to level up my wizards, trying to get them to the, you know, hopefully they can do Torment 6, even 5, and be comfortable. But the thing is, you need some pretty good gear to do it. I mean, there's a bunch of kiting and things like that, but I'm just trying to bulk do this. Do it real quick and have a lot of fun doing it. So some of you guys have joined my game. You guys are like, hey, what are you guys doing? And you can see I was running 2 wizards for a while, but now I'm running 3. And, you know, I've had a couple different accounts just so that, you know, I could just do my own thing without too many people bugging me, because a lot of you guys know who I am. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you what I've been doing. I've been using ISboxer with Inner Space. And what that allows you to do, and this is, I think, more relevant on, like, World of Warcraft than Diablo, but what it does is it allows you to control basically 3 versions of the game, or I think you can go up to like 9, I think, in the interface, and have all the screens and clicks do the same thing on all the screens. And you've probably seen a lot of people do this on Twitch and how they do it, and I'm going to do a video on how to set this up here a little bit later, but I just wanted to show you, you know, some of the quick tactics that I'm using, some of the gear some of my people have, and then I'll progress and show you guys how to set up ISboxer and Inner Space, because there's a lot of things that you can do to tweak it to make it a little bit better, right? One of the big things is making people keep them in sync, because if you can't keep them in sync, you got to keep running back and forth. So that's why I kept it as 2 users or 2 accounts for the longest time, because 3 was just too much, and people were getting out of sync. But I'm getting a little bit better at it. I'm not the best, but I really want all my people to have the same gear, because having all the same gear makes it so your resources are spent less, you're clicking the right buttons and things like that. But so anyway, let me show you how it works. On the screen right now, I just got one of my accounts, but I'm going to show you on here. You can see I actually have 3 accounts going, right? So for example, I have a quick button that turns my broadcasting on. You guys can see it moves my mouse on all these screens. So I'm going to go ahead and turn broadcasting off. I turn it on, and I'm going to go ahead and just say, yeah, return to game. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and start the game. And the reason why I like to have the broadcasting quick button is because it allows you to shut off broadcasting in case your people get out of sync, so you can resync one person up pretty quickly. I try to use like a lot of walls and things like that to, you know, to sync everybody back up, but sometimes that just doesn't work.
That's impossible.
So you can see everybody's running. You can see on my screen everything's sort of mimicked. Shut off broadcast mode. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is show you my actual screen, how it looks. I just have this on one monitor, but there's other ways you can do it. So this is the way my second monitor looks. So you can see I got you know, one of the accounts down here, the other account over to the right, as well as the main account up here. And as you click, you'll see it'll actually switch between accounts, or I can hit F5 and it'll go ahead and start broadcasting. Everybody is pretty much synced, so as you click something, you know, go ahead and, you know, do the thing. So it's pretty cool. As you guys have seen this before, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the gear on my wizards before the next video where I show you how to set this up, because I don't want to get in, you know, to too much depth on what I'm doing, but I really want to get into it and show you where I'm currently at, because a lot of people have been asking. So I'm going to turn off broadcasting mode. I'm going to take a look at my first user here. He's only Paragon level 2, you know, 263. I got okay toughness, okay DPS. I was trying to go for a fire build, so I got, you know, 78% damage increase, as well as almost a 50% chance crit. And so I'm just going to go over some of my items, and you guys, please feel free to stop and pause the video and check some of these out. You know, some of them are decent, some of them are okay. You know, not too much, of course. The main piece being the Cinder Coat and a fire build, as well as, you know, these Mage Fists are pretty well. Still haven't found any better rings than these. These crit chances and crit things are very, very nice. Of course, got the Triumvirate, however you say it. On this account, I do not have the Royal Ring of Grandeur. I really need that, and then I'll switch up some of his gear. So that's one of the accounts. You can see not too bad, decent resistances. Let's go to the other one here. Got this guy right here. This one I don't play as much. He is Paragon level 152, and we can take a look at his information. You know, got almost the same stats. you know, with the crit hit chance, 40%, 375. This is probably by far my weakest character, but I really need one of these. I need the Burning Axe of Saints on, or Seconds on my other characters because it gives you that fire damage. I've seen a couple other ones that seem to be okay, so we're going to see how it goes. But you can see here, got some decent items. Again, I need to change the pants. I need to change the pants amulets right there to something a little bit better. You can see here, decent items, not too bad. Again, the Cinder Coat is the main one for my fire build. Again, my shoulders sort of suck. Got a decent Talraj's Allegiance for the Talraj set, which is not bad. These bracers actually suck. But this is, again, it's just one of my users. This is my lowest level wizard that I have. I'm still trying to build him up and get good items. The great thing about this is, you know, if you have one wizard who's really decked out, then he can just pass all of the equipment to, you know, your other two lesser characters. You just got to make sure your movement speed is about the same because you don't want one person to run way quicker than the other. So it's just something to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and show you my other person here. This is by far my wizard who is the best. He's Paragon level 427. You can see I was trying to craft a bunch of stuff to get a little more fire damage. I really like the Sunkeeper for the sheer fact that it has the 21% increase in damage against elites, as well as this Stone of Jordan, which is really good because it gives me a 25% chance. But let me check this out. I was and can get my fire damage up to about 135%, but my crit chance was really low, right? It's only 35%. So I'm looking for additional items to get the crit chance at least to 50, and that way the fire damage increase will take over, or even if I drop it to 90 or 70, I'd rather have a 50% chance of critting. So let's go ahead and check out some of these items here that he has. This person definitely has some pretty sweet things. You know, I wish I could transfer some of my stuff over from my other guys, but unfortunately, I was playing these individually for a little while and didn't have time to do it. So this one, of course, has a Royal Ring of Grandeur, which is a very, very good item. If you guys don't know about it, definitely check it out and see. I got a lot of items I was just crafting here to see if I can get something better. And none of them were better. They were all like sort of decent, but not too bad. But you can see decent resistances, a lot of life, so I probably want to sacrifice some life for a little bit higher of a crit chance is really what I want to go for. So that's where I'm at, guys, currently with my Diablo 3 build. A lot of you guys were asking me, so hopefully this gives you a good idea of exactly where I'm at, exactly, you know, how I'm leveling everybody up. And I'm going to show you again in another video how to set up Inner Space in ISboxer Suite. You do get a free 7-day trial, so that's pretty cool if you guys haven't tried it out already. So thanks again, guys, and definitely subscribe if you guys haven't already.